Vitamins are organic compounds that are essential for the body's normal growth, development, and overall health. They are required in small amounts but play a crucial role in various physiological functions. Since the human body cannot produce most vitamins in sufficient amounts, they must be obtained through diet or supplements. Vitamins support many biological processes, including energy production. For example, B vitamins help convert food into energy. Immune system function, for example, vitamin C and D strengthen immunity. Skin, hair, and nail health, for instance, relies on vitamins like A, E, and biotin. Blood clotting and wound healing are supported by vitamin K. Bone health is crucial, and vitamins D and K play a significant role in aiding calcium absorption. Antioxidant protection, for example, vitamin C and E fight free radicals. Classification of vitamins: water-soluble versus fat-soluble. Vitamins are divided into two categories. Fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K are stored in body fat and the liver, and they require dietary fat for absorption. Water-soluble vitamins such as B complex and vitamin C are not stored in large amounts. Any excess is excreted in urine, so they require daily intake. Fat-soluble vitamins. Vitamin A, also known as retinol or beta-carotene, is essential for maintaining healthy vision and eye function. It supports immune system health, promotes healthy skin and cell regeneration, and is crucial for reproductive health. You can find vitamin A in animal sources like liver, egg yolks, and dairy products. Plant sources such as carrots, sweet potatoes, and spinach contain beta-carotene, which is a precursor to vitamin A. Deficiency in vitamin A can lead to night blindness and dry eyes, increased susceptibility to infections, and dry, rough skin. Vitamin D, or calciferol, plays a vital role in regulating calcium and phosphorus levels, which supports bone health. It also enhances immune system function and plays a role in mood regulation and mental health. Sunlight exposure helps synthesize vitamin D in the skin. You can also get it from fatty fish, fortified dairy products, and egg yolks. A deficiency in vitamin D can result in rickets, which causes soft, weak bones in children and can lead to osteoporosis and fractures in adults. It may also cause fatigue and muscle weakness. Vitamin E, encompassing both tocopherols and tocotrienols, acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting cells from oxidative damage. It supports skin and hair health and enhances immune function. You can find vitamin E in nuts, seeds, vegetable oils, spinach, and avocados. A deficiency in vitamin E can lead to nerve damage, muscle weakness, vision problems, and dry skin, which can contribute to premature aging. Vitamin K, which includes K1 and K2, is essential for blood clotting and supports bone health by regulating calcium. You can find vitamin K1 in leafy green vegetables, while vitamin K2 is present in fermented foods and animal products. A deficiency in vitamin K can lead to excessive bleeding and bruising, as well as weakened bones. Water-soluble vitamins are a group of vitamins that dissolve in water and are not stored in the body, meaning they need to be consumed regularly. Vitamin C, also known as ascorbic acid, boosts immune function, supports collagen production for skin and joints, and aids in wound healing and iron absorption. You can find vitamin C in citrus fruits, strawberries, bell peppers, and broccoli. A deficiency in vitamin C can result in scurvy, which includes symptoms like gum bleeding, joint pain, and fatigue. The vitamin B complex consists of several B vitamins, each playing a unique role. B1 or thiamine supports nerve function and metabolism. B2 or riboflavin helps with energy production and eye health. B3 or niacin aids digestion and skin health. B5 or pantothenic acid supports hormone production. B6 or pyridoxine affects mood regulation and brain function. B7 or biotin is essential for healthy hair, skin, and nails. B9 or folate supports cell division and pregnancy health. Finally, B12 or cobalamin is essential for nerve function and red blood cell formation. You can find these vitamins in whole grains, eggs, dairy, fish, meat, and leafy greens. Fatigue, anemia, depression, skin disorders, neurological problems. Vitamin D and calcium enhance bone strength. Vitamin C and iron boost iron absorption. Vitamin E and vitamin C strengthen antioxidant effects. Special vitamin considerations. Vitamin A reduces wrinkles. Vitamin C boosts collagen. Vitamin E moisturizes. Biotin, also known as vitamin B7, vitamin D, and of course vitamin E. Vitamin C, vitamin D, and don't forget vitamin A. Vitamins B6, B9, and B12, and also vitamin E. Best vitamins for energy and metabolism include B vitamins like B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, and B12. Vitamin deficiencies and toxicity can lead to various health issues. Common deficiency diseases include scurvy, which is caused by a vitamin C deficiency, rickets, resulting from a lack of vitamin D, and beriberi, due to a deficiency in vitamin B1. Symptoms of vitamin overdose. Excessive vitamin A can cause toxicity leading to liver damage. Too much vitamin D can cause calcium buildup in the blood. How to maintain proper vitamin levels. Eat a balanced diet rich in whole foods. Monitor vitamin intake through blood tests if necessary. Vitamin supplements versus natural sources. Pros and cons of vitamin supplements. Let's start with the pros. They are convenient for those with dietary restrictions and can help correct deficiencies. Now, on to the cons. There's a risk of overdose, and they are generally less effective compared to whole food sources. Whole foods versus synthetic vitamins. Whole foods provide vitamins along with fiber, antioxidants, and minerals, making them the superior choice. Conclusion and final recommendations. A well-balanced diet is the best way to get essential vitamins. Supplements should only be used when necessary. Regular checkups can help monitor vitamin levels. Would you like me to focus on any section in more detail? Disadvantages of fat-soluble vitamins. Since these are stored in body fat, excess amounts can accumulate to toxic levels. Vitamin A, also known as retinol or beta-carotene, comes with certain risks. Toxicity or hypervitaminosis A can cause nausea, dizziness, liver damage, and birth defects if taken in excess during pregnancy. An overload of beta-carotene can turn the skin yellowish-orange. This is harmless but noticeable. Additionally, a high intake of vitamin A may increase the risk of osteoporosis by weakening bones. Vitamin D also has its risks. Toxicity, or hypervitaminosis D, leads to excessive calcium buildup in the blood, known as hypercalcemia. This can cause kidney damage, nausea, and heart problems. Overuse of supplements can be dangerous, as natural food sources usually don't cause excess intake. Vitamin E risks, blood thinning and bleeding risks. High doses may increase the risk of excessive bleeding, especially when taken with blood thinners. Prostate cancer risk. Some studies suggest excessive vitamin E supplementation may slightly increase prostate cancer risk. Vitamin K risks, blood clotting interference. Excess. Vitamin K can counteract blood-thinning medications like warfarin. Excessive supplementation is rarely needed. Since the body naturally recycles vitamin K, overdose is uncommon. Disadvantages of water-soluble vitamins. Since these are not stored in large amounts, they are usually excreted in urine, but very high doses can still cause side effects. Vitamin C risks. Excess intake can cause digestive discomfort, including stomach upset and diarrhea. High doses may increase the risk of kidney stones, especially in those prone to them. Vitamin B complex risks. Excess vitamin B3, also known as niacin, can cause skin flushing, liver toxicity, and digestive issues. Overdosing on vitamin B6 or pyridoxine can lead to nerve damage, numbness, and loss of coordination if taken in high doses for long periods. High intake of vitamin B9 or folate can mask a vitamin B12 deficiency, potentially leading to nerve damage. Vitamin B12, or cobalamin, is generally considered safe, but excessive doses may cause skin rashes, dizziness, or kidney strain. General disadvantages of taking vitamins. Over-reliance on supplements can be a problem. Some people use vitamin supplements as a replacement for a healthy diet, missing out on fiber, antioxidants, and phytonutrients found in whole foods. There is also a risk of drug interactions. For example, vitamin K interferes with blood thinners. Vitamin E and omega-3 combined with blood thinners can increase the risk of bleeding. Vitamin C can reduce the effectiveness of some chemotherapy drugs. Synthetic versus natural vitamin forms is another consideration. Some synthetic vitamins lack the full range of benefits that whole food sources provide. For instance, synthetic vitamin E may be less effective than natural vitamin E. Additionally, expensive and unnecessary supplementation is common. Many people spend money on high-dose vitamin supplements they don't actually need. In conclusion, balance is key. Get vitamins primarily from food rather than supplements unless medically necessary. Take supplements only if there's a deficiency confirmed by a doctor. Avoid megadoses as they can lead to toxicity and side effects. Detailed risks of excessive vitamin intake. Fat-soluble vitamin risks including vitamins A, D, E, and K. Since these vitamins are stored in body fat and the liver, excessive intake can accumulate to toxic levels, leading to severe health problems. Vitamin A, which includes retinol and beta-carotene, can pose several overdose risks. Toxicity symptoms, known as hypervitaminosis A, can include dizziness, nausea, and vomiting. Long-term high intake may result in liver damage. If taken in high doses during pregnancy, it can cause birth defects. Severe cases might present with headaches and bone pain. Beta-carotene excess can cause a harmless yellowish-orange skin discoloration, known as carotenemia. However, a high intake from supplements not food may increase the risk of lung cancer in smokers. Vitamin D overdose risks. Hypercalcemia, which is an excess of calcium in the blood, can lead to nausea, kidney damage, confusion, and abnormal heart rhythms. It may also cause soft tissue calcification, meaning deposits of calcium in arteries, kidneys, and the heart. The higher risk comes from supplements. An overdose is almost impossible from sun exposure or food, but it can happen from excessive supplementation. Vitamin E overdose risks. Blood thinning and bleeding risks are a concern. Large doses can increase bleeding, especially if taken with anticoagulants, also known as blood thinners. There's an increased stroke risk too. Some studies suggest that excessive intake can raise the risk of hemorrhagic stroke. There's also a potential link to cancer. High-dose vitamin E supplements have been linked to an increased risk of prostate cancer. Vitamin K overdose risks. High intake can interfere with blood thinners, counteracting anticoagulant medications like warfarin and making them less effective. However, toxicity is rare. Unlike other fat-soluble vitamins, vitamin K toxicity is rare because excess is usually excreted efficiently. Water-soluble vitamin risks, including vitamin C and the B complex. Since these vitamins are not stored in large amounts, excess is usually excreted in urine. However, high doses can still cause side effects. While vitamins are essential for health, excessive intake, especially through supplements, can cause toxicity. Fat-soluble vitamins are stored in fat, which means they have a higher risk of overdose. Symptoms of overdose can include nausea, dizziness, and headaches. You might also experience dry, peeling skin and cracked lips. Severe cases can lead to liver damage and jaundice, which is the yellowing of the skin and eyes. For pregnant women, high doses can cause birth defects. Additionally, bone thinning can increase the risk of fractures. Symptoms of overdose include high calcium levels or hypercalcemia, which can lead to kidney stones. You may also experience excessive thirst and frequent urination, muscle weakness, nausea, and vomiting. In some cases, confusion and abnormal heart rhythms can occur. Vitamin E toxicity. Symptoms of overdose include an increased risk of bleeding and bruising, weakness, blurred vision, and fatigue. There's also a higher risk of hemorrhagic stroke. Vitamin K toxicity is rare, but it can occur with excessive supplementation. Symptoms of overdose may include blood clotting disorders, excessive bruising, or difficulty in blood-thinning treatments. Water-soluble vitamin toxicity. While excess is usually excreted, high doses can still harm. Vitamin C toxicity can occur when you take too much of this otherwise beneficial vitamin. Symptoms of overdose include stomach cramps, diarrhea, and nausea. For those who are prone to kidney stones, high doses of vitamin C can contribute to their formation. Additionally, excessive vitamin C can interfere with blood sugar and iron levels, which can be quite concerning. Vitamin B complex toxicity involves different vitamins within the group. For instance, an overdose of vitamin B3, also known as niacin, can cause skin flushing and, at high doses, liver damage. Vitamin B6 toxicity can lead to nerve damage, which might result in tingling or numbness. Overconsumption of vitamin B9 or folate can mask a vitamin B12 deficiency, potentially leading to serious nerve issues. While vitamin B12 toxicity is rare, taking high doses can still cause dizziness and skin reactions. Vitamin C overdose carries several risks that should not be overlooked. High doses can lead to gastrointestinal disturbances, such as stomach cramps and diarrhea. For individuals with a predisposition to kidney stones, excessive vitamin C intake can exacerbate this condition. Moreover, it can disrupt normal blood sugar and iron levels, posing additional health risks. Digestive issues. Taking vitamin C in excessive doses more than 2,000 milligrams per day can cause diarrhea, nausea, and stomach cramps. Kidney stones. High doses of vitamin C can increase the risk of calcium oxalate kidney stones, especially in people who are prone to them. Iron overload risk. Vitamin C enhances iron absorption, which can be harmful for individuals with conditions like hemochromatosis, where there is excess iron storage. Vitamin B complex overdose risks. Vitamin B1, also known as thiamine excess, rarely toxic, but extremely high doses may cause drowsiness. Vitamin B2 or riboflavin excess can cause bright yellow urine, which is harmless but is otherwise safe. Vitamin B3, also known as niacin, in excess can cause skin flushing. You might experience redness, warmth, and a tingling sensation. And high doses may lead to liver toxicity and digestive issues. Vitamin B5, or pantothenic acid, when taken in large doses, may cause diarrhea and water retention. It's important to be mindful of the amounts you're consuming. Vitamin B6, also called pyridoxine, can be harmful in long-term high doses. It can cause nerve damage, which may lead to numbness, tingling, and even a loss of coordination. Vitamin B7, also known as biotin, in excess can interfere with lab tests, such as thyroid function tests, leading to false results. Vitamin B9 or folate in high doses can mask a vitamin B12 deficiency. This could lead to nerve damage if left untreated. Vitamin B12 or cobalamin is usually considered safe. However, high doses may cause dizziness, headaches, and even acne outbreaks. Drug interactions and health complications can arise when vitamins are taken inappropriately or in excess. Blood-thinning interactions, particularly involving vitamins K and E, are important to consider. Vitamin K can reduce the effect of anticoagulants, such as blood thinners like warfarin. On the other hand, vitamin E can increase the risk of bleeding when combined with anticoagulants or aspirin. When it comes to vitamin C and iron absorption risks, high vitamin C intake enhances iron absorption. This can lead to iron overload in individuals with hemochromatosis, potentially damaging the liver and heart. Vitamin B6 and nerve damage. Long-term use of high-dose vitamin B6 over 200 milligrams per day can cause permanent nerve damage. This can lead to tingling, numbness, and muscle weakness. Vitamin D and calcium toxicity. Excess vitamin D can lead to calcium deposits in soft tissues like the heart and kidneys. This increases the risk of kidney stones and organ damage. Risk of over-reliance on supplements. Many people take unnecessary vitamin supplements thinking they improve health. But excess intake can be wasteful or even harmful. Natural food sources provide better absorption and additional beneficial compounds such as fiber, antioxidants, and enzymes. Conclusion: how to avoid vitamin overdose and risks. Get vitamins from whole foods whenever possible. Avoid megadoses unless prescribed by a doctor. Check for interactions if taking medications. Monitor supplement intake if you have underlying health conditions. Instead of relying on supplements, getting vitamins from whole foods ensures proper absorption and additional nutrients. Fat-soluble vitamin food sources. Vitamin A can be found in carrots, sweet potatoes, liver, eggs, spinach, and dairy. Vitamin D sources include sunlight, fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified dairy. For vitamin E, look to nuts, seeds, vegetable oils, spinach, and avocados. Lastly, vitamin K is abundant in leafy greens like kale and spinach, as well as broccoli and fermented foods. Water-soluble vitamin food sources. Vitamin C can be found in citrus fruits, strawberries, bell peppers, and broccoli. For vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, look to whole grains, legumes, pork, and nuts. Vitamin B2, or riboflavin, is abundant in dairy, eggs, lean meats, and green vegetables. Vitamin B3, which is niacin, is present in chicken, fish, nuts, mushrooms, and whole grains. Pantothenic acid, or vitamin B5, can be sourced from meat, eggs, whole grains, and avocados. Bananas, poultry, potatoes, and fortified cereals are great sources of vitamin B6 or pyridoxine. For biotin or vitamin B7, you can turn to eggs, nuts, seeds, and sweet potatoes. Leafy greens, beans, oranges, and fortified cereals are rich in folate or vitamin B9. Lastly, vitamin B12, known as cobalamin, is found in meat, fish, dairy, and fortified plant-based products. Vitamin and drug interactions. Certain vitamins interact with medications, which can either enhance or reduce their effectiveness. Vitamin-drug interactions to watch for. Vitamin K can interact with blood thinners like warfarin, reducing their effectiveness and increasing the risk of clotting. Vitamin E, when taken with anticoagulants or aspirin, can increase the risk of excessive bleeding. Vitamin D, in combination with corticosteroids or weight loss drugs, can reduce calcium absorption, potentially weakening bones. Vitamin A, especially when used with retinoid medications for acne, increases the risk of toxicity and liver damage. Vitamin C might interfere with the effectiveness of chemotherapy drugs. Vitamin B6 can reduce the effectiveness of levodopa, which is used for Parkinson's disease. Folate, or vitamin B9, may reduce the effectiveness of anti-seizure drugs and methotrexate. Finally, vitamin B12 can cause a deficiency over time when taken with metformin for diabetes or acid reducers. How to avoid issues. If on medication, consult your doctor before taking high-dose supplements. Space out vitamin intake from medications when needed, like iron and calcium, which compete for absorption. How to balance vitamin intake safely. First, get most vitamins from food. Whole foods contain natural cofactors that enhance absorption, such as vitamin C helping with iron absorption. Processed foods may contain synthetic vitamins, which aren't always as effective as natural sources. Use supplements only if necessary. They are ideal for those with deficiencies, dietary restrictions like vegans or those who are lactose intolerant, or health conditions such as pregnancy or osteoporosis. Choose high-quality, third-party tested supplements. Follow recommended daily allowances or RDA. For fat-soluble vitamins, avoid exceeding the RDA as they accumulate in the body. Water-soluble vitamins are generally safer in high doses, but excess can cause side effects. Watch for symptoms of deficiency or toxicity. Deficiency symptoms include fatigue, weak immunity, skin problems, and brittle hair or nails. Toxicity symptoms can be nausea, headaches, nerve damage, and organ damage. And final takeaways. Prioritize food sources over supplements for better nutrient absorption. Monitor your intake to avoid deficiencies or toxic levels. Be mindful of medication interactions when taking vitamins. Consult a healthcare provider before making major changes to vitamin intake. If you love natural skincare and wellness, don't forget to subscribe to Liz J Naturals for the best DIY recipes, expert tips, and product recommendations. Like, comment, and share to help spread the word about natural beauty and holistic health. Your support keeps the community growing and brings you more amazing content. Stay connected and let us know your thoughts. Your feedback matters. Hit that subscribe button now and be part of the Liz J Naturals family.